We've just arrived in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island, and we'll be crossing the Confederation Bridge, visiting Cape Jourimain and strolling through the historic city. Then it's back for a Sailaway and the catch by Rudi's. Come, explore with us.
Good morning, and we have another beautiful day at Charlottetown, and the plan for today is to go for a panoramic drive out to a bridge where there's some scenic places to go and visit, and then come back. Day is colder than it has been before, but still very bright and very sunny. And we had a very good night last night, very enjoyable night. Went out, had a lot of banter in the restaurant, which was all good fun. The waiter that served us, Michael, excellent waiter, highly recommended, really amusing guy. And all of the waiters around the area seemed to bounce off against each other, and it was absolutely fantastic. You know, really makes a cruise when you get waiters like Michael who are playing, well, it sounds terrible, I was saying playing with the guests, but they're actually having a bit of banter with the guests, having a lot of fun with the guests. So, no, really nice, absolutely brilliant evening. Anyway, going to breakfast in a minute, and then we're meeting up again in the Symphony restaurant, I think, at 9:15, and then we're off on our excursion.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Jane. Our driver today is Dean. We're both grew up here on Prince Edward Island and lived here all of our lives.
It's Charlottetown, the heart and capital of Prince Edward Island. From its historic streets and beautiful waterfront to the birthplace of Canadian Confederation, this charming city is full of culture, history and small-town vibes. For now, we're just passing through as our coach takes to the roads of Canada's smallest province, known for its fresh seafood and relaxed coastal vibes.
Here diagonally is Holland College now, but many years ago that was Prince of Wales College, and that's where our author, Lucy Maud Montgomery, that wrote the Anne of Green Gables novel, that's where she attended for her teacher's certificate.
Today we're taking an excursion out to the Confederation Bridge. It connects Prince Edward Island to mainland Canada and stretches nearly 8 miles across the Northumberland Strait. Opened in 1997, it's one of the longest bridges in the world, built over ice-covered water. It's the main year-round link between the island and Cape Jourimain, New Brunswick, which is where we're going today. We've left Charlottetown behind and we're now winding through the island's farmlands that stretch endlessly with vibrant fields and rich red soil. Classic barns, grazing livestock and winding country roads make the island's countryside feel like a living postcard. Quaint villages, town churches and classic windmills pass by, and rolling hills give way to sandy beaches and marshes, each turn revealing more of the island's charm.
Potatoes being processed here on this field. Look at them going through the harvester, and those trucks are waiting to be loaded with the potatoes.
Potatoes are the main crop on the island, and dairy farming is also common. About 30% of the dairy farms now use one or more robotic milking systems. These have replaced the traditional tie stall milking. Cows walk into a robotic milker on their own schedule. The system cleans the udder, milks the cow, and records data like milk yield and cow health. This helps farms to operate much more efficiently. This island has over 60 lighthouses, each guide ships along the rugged coastline. But today we'll be visiting a lighthouse on the other side of the bridge. But first we need to pass through the toll lanes. Then it comes into view, the bridge stretching over the shimmering Northumberland Strait. Driving the bridge, those 8 miles feel longer than they are. In the best way. The road stretches over the blue water, and with each passing mile the island fades behind us and the mainland ahead beckons. There's a sense of openness and freedom, and we can't help but be in quiet awe at the scale of this engineering marvel. Today we're visiting the Cape Jourimain Nature Centre. Now this is a non-profit eco-tourism complex and it's located at the foot of the Confederation Bridge. It's next to a protected national wildlife area and it aims to help visitors explore and appreciate this natural environment through hands-on experiences and outdoor adventures. A 20-minute hike away, there's a historic lighthouse. Or if you're like us and can't spare the time, just grab the electric shuttle down there. It drops you off by the door and offers a return back, all for free. This lovely maritime landmark was first lit in 1871 to guide ships safely across the strait. This classic red and white tower now stands tall on the coastal dunes. Its first permanent lighthouse keeper was John Bent, and since then 4 generations of the Bent family have served as keepers. The lighthouse was automated in 1958 and became obsolete when the bridge was built in 1977. Its last day of operation was the day before the bridge opened. The lighthouse is open on certain days and times, not when we came though, and on those days you can go inside and climb up to the second level. The area around the lighthouse gives you a lovely view of the bridge and the beach that stretches to one of the support pillars. Unfortunately there's no way down there from this location. Around the corner from the Nature Centre building, there's a 4-storey observation tower and it gives panoramic views of the strait, the Confederation Bridge and the surrounding wetlands. From the top you can spot birds, take in the beach, the salt marshes and the lighthouse in the distance. It's the perfect place for photos, spotting wildlife or just taking in the scale and beauty of this unique coastal ecosystem. From up high I'd spotted a small decked area back the way I'd come, so I decided I'd go down there and explore a little bit further. I could see from the deck that you could get access to the beach, so it seemed like a perfectly natural decision to go down there and take a walk over to the bridge and see what was there. The sand starts out punctuated by small clumps of rocks and seaweed, and very quickly the sand diminishes, the rocks get larger until all that remains is smooth rock, polished by the waves. The bridge is held up by immense concrete piers that seem to sit on small islands nestled on the strait. Each pier is carefully engineered to withstand ice, waves and wind, and is spaced out evenly along the 8-mile span to support the bridge's weight. From this beach you can see them stretching on in an incredible brutal and rhythmic pattern, providing a visible reminder of the incredible engineering that keeps the bridge safe and stable. I'm directly below where the coach is parked, but to get there I have to retrace my footsteps as there's no path upwards, only a sign at the top that says danger. Very ominous. We're back on the coach and making the return trip to Charlottetown. The excursion's been interesting. Great to see Prince Edward Island scenery, to learn more about the landscape and practices, albeit from inside the coach. The panorama has been colourful, probably a little more muted than some of the other places we've visited, but more farmland areas, and there's that lovely red soil. The Nature Centre was a fairly brief stop, but it was plenty of time to experience what was there and open in full. However, if you want to hike the trails, it just wouldn't have been enough time. It was interesting to see the bridge and how it fits into the landscape. It was truly memorable. It's fascinating to think that at one time there was a natural causeway between the island and the mainland. That was a long time ago.
And you'll notice within our city as well, if you're walking around later this afternoon, before you have to leave, a number of scarecrows at different places within our city. We have a scarecrow festival this time of year.
We will be back at the port with plenty of time to walk around Charlottetown. There were a number of things that tweaked our interest as we drove through it, and we look forward to exploring, finding out more about the city and those scarecrows. The Majestic Princess was docked at Port Charlottetown, which is very near to the city. As you get off the gangway, you first arrive at the far end of this small marina. A few Instagram-ready props reside in the vicinity. Our first stop is a short walk away, the Founders Food Hall and Market. Here, multiple local food stalls offer a mix of global and island-inspired cuisines, coffees, snacks, drinks, and there's also artisan goods and locally made products. It's housed in a restored building, which was formerly a railway repair shop. It creates an inviting and interesting atmosphere with high ceilings and views over the harbour. And we have scarecrow celebrations at the moment, so we'll find a lot of scarecrows around the town. Some of the restaurants open up onto a small green space behind the building for that alfresco dining experience. We love the wooden timber-framed houses on Prince Street and followed the road to the St Paul's Parish Hall, a community space used for events, meetings and other social or parish activities. Next door is the historic Anglican Church, which was consecrated in 1896. It's a Gothic revival style and it has a substantial spire, marking it as a local landmark. This pan illustrates the relationship between the two buildings, really close. There are many churches in the downtown area, as back in the day, people didn't have the cars and transport to get to the churches. The Honourable George Coles Building is a historic government building, and at the moment it's the current home of the Legislative Assembly. That is because the Province House, which resides next door, is currently under long-term restoration work. Victoria Row is a famous street and tourist attraction. It's lined with beautiful Victorian-era buildings, brick pavers, outdoor patios, trees and period lighting, giving it a classic and picturesque vibe. It's known for its boutique shops, cafes, restaurants, pubs and galleries, making it a lively place to eat, drink, shop and stroll. During the summer months, it's a pedestrian-only area, ideal for outdoor dining, listening to live music and enjoying street performances. Apparently there are 9 of these mice scattered throughout the city. This one is number 4. I just spoke to a really nice lady who was tying on his hat, so he is smart for the up and coming mouse scavenger hunt. Cow's ice cream is very popular on the island, with handmade super premium ice cream made using local milk. It features over 30 rich and fun flavours like Wowie Cowie and Gooey Mooey. As well as ice cream, the brand is also known for its fun cow-themed merchandise. The City Hall serves as the seat of the City Council. It's a National Historic Site because of its history, architecture, distinctive Romanesque arches and tower. It was completed in 1888 and is a striking example of 19th century civic architecture. Originally it housed not just the government offices, but also a police station, fire hall, stable, courtroom and council chambers. It was probably a bit crowded in there, but it reflected the needs of a growing city at that time. Outside you'll find the historic bell, Big Donald, named after Donald Mackinnon, a fire chief who served in the 1870s. It has a deep booming tone, loud enough to be heard across downtown Charlottetown. Next door is the fire department, and outside sits a classic 1929 bright red fire truck. It's iconic, with shiny chrome accents on the bells, fittings and hoses. An open-air design, no enclosed cabin, just a seat for the driver and a small area for a few firefighters. Large red spoke wheels give it a vintage look, and in the back are neatly stacked rolled canvas hoses and wooden ladders are strapped along the sides, ready for quick access. Don't worry, inside the fire station is more modern equipment. And a lovely big mural on the side of the fire department. I am Ilko, and this is the Chambers Bar and Restaurant. This is Rod Charlottetown on it. Named after Anne of Green Gables, the famous Lord Maud Montgomery novel, inspired by the rural communities and landscapes on the island. Sim's Corner Steakhouse and Oyster Bar is in a renovated heritage building, and as the name suggests, it serves steak and oysters. St Dunstan's Basilica is the city's Roman Catholic cathedral, and is one of the most important historic and architectural landmarks in the city. It's named after St Dunstan, an Anglo-Saxon saint. The current stone cathedral was rebuilt between 1913 and 1919 after a fire destroyed an earlier building. It's designed in the Gothic Revival style with twin spars that are a prominent feature of the city's skyline. In 1929, Pope Pius XI elevated the church to the status of a basilica, an honour given to particularly important Catholic churches. Inside, the ceiling and arches are adorned with hand-carved angel figures. There are approximately 300 angelic and unique figures spread throughout the vaulted ceilings, the columns and the decorative woodwork. They combine with the vaulted ceiling and beautiful stained glass windows to create a truly beautiful interior. And the church behind is a lovely example. You can go inside, it's absolutely free, absolutely beautiful stained glass windows, very unusual interior. Really enjoyed it. These two men are both called John Hamilton Gray. They were two of the 23 delegates that met at the Charlottetown Conference in September 1864. This monument records that unusual moment. The route back onto the ship funnels you through a huge warehouse, and it's filled with various shops. Here you will find souvenirs, local produce, clothes, handbags, jewellery and soaps. We didn't end up buying anything here as we couldn't find anything we felt that interested or vested in. A quick reflection on our time in Charlottetown. We preferred wandering around and taking in the city rather than the more tourist-orientated nature centre. But we're all different. We love the hustle and bustle of the city, looking at the various architectures, shops and restaurants that have evolved, changing their purpose, developing new uses over the centuries, and meeting the people of a city as you go through your interactions. Charlottetown is lovely and compact. The ship is very near the city, the historic and buildings of interest are all near each other. All in all, it makes a thoroughly enjoyable morning or afternoon out. Once through this space, then the ship comes back into focus and the gateway beckons. All on board was 4:30 and we left fairly promptly after that, departing at around 4:45. Tomorrow is another day at sea, but this evening we booked ourselves into the Catch by Rudi.
It was like a pesto, I think, like a sort of, I don't know what that is, but I'm having a bit. Okay. Like a tomato. Very nice.
So this is a
pesto sauce and there's the tomato sauce. And I've tried the tomato, it's nice, and then I've tried the pesto. Very nice. Absolutely lovely. And Joanne, while I've been talking, has nicked all of the pesto sauce. Absolutely all of it.
I got duck pate on a brioche bun with raspberries and some chutney puree. It's like cream.
Is it nice?
That's lovely. Really, really nice. So what is a raspberry and chutney? No, you wouldn't think that would go. The raspberry and chutney goes very well. And what's that? I think that might be an olive. I'm not keen on olives, but we'll see. I think it's a blueberry. Blueberry and chutney goes very well. Who knew?
So this is a seafood tower with crab. Well, I don't know what the other ingredients are, but it looks absolutely delicious.
Nice.
So this is salmon. That's really nice, actually.
A lot of it, isn't it?
Pardon?
A lot of it.
So I'm going to try a crab claw. Ooh, I do love a crab claw.
Well, I've got linguistine. Linguistine, is it? Linguistine, shrimp, salmon, scallops with a sauce. And then I've got some spring greens, which is pak choy, spinach. Pak choy and spinach and something else, which I don't know what it is. But we shall put it on there. Okay, so that's that. And the sauce is a hollandaise sauce. So I'm going to try the linguistine first and the hollandaise sauce. Lovely.
Seafood. I can see some cod, I can see some scallop, I can see some tomato. Really nice. By the way, I apologise for the sound behind us. The problem with this restaurant is it's located next to the atrium and it's really loud, the old music. Absolutely gorgeous. Really, really succulent. Lovely cod on top as well. Absolutely gorgeous. It's been a competition with the background music. It is so loud. It's unbelievable.
So I've got crepe Suzette with ice cream, and it's like a toffee sauce. I'm left-handed and I never know which hand to put these in, so I'm going like this, like this, like this. And I'm going to start off like that. The spoon in my left hand. So I'm going to take a bit of ice cream and what's going on in the background? Oh, they're pretending to do fireworks. It's somebody's birthday. Anyway. It's got like toffee pieces in it. It's lovely. Oh, that's good. I'm just going to have another bit. Wait till you see Steve's. Oh, hang on. Oh, it's very That's seriously good.
And this dessert is a chantilly lace, and it certainly looks as if it's making a bit of a statement. Joanne thought it was funny that it was served in an ashtray though. this is really, really nice. Absolutely lovely. So, eating and packed by Rudi. Food is absolutely gorgeous. But the problem is that if you want a quiet meal, you're actually at the piazza and you've got loads of music that comes up from the ground floor, and it just makes it a really noisy experience, which is a real pity. But the food is fantastic. If they had in a different location where you didn't have the music, it would be superb. But the music actually interferes. It means you can't have a conversation. It makes it very difficult to enjoy the eating experience.